how much is that limiting us? Because I've done that before, right? I've said, no, this is possible. It is possible. I can do this. And everyone told me, no, that's not possible. And I was like, yes, it is. And I was able to get that, but in a very limiting way. If I would have expanded my mind, and instead of reaching for all the things that I already knew to help me ground this thing that I didn't know, what if I allowed myself to just reach for everything that I didn't know and just say, the impossible is possible? Where would I have been? I hope y'all having a great day. So we got the, what's this again? The Five of Swords in reverse. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. It came to the side, but it came this way, so I take that as upright, which means it's not necessarily all the way here, but it is on its way to the upright. So it's like the wheel, quite literally, it is turning. And then right here, right behind that, we got the Devil in reverse on the bottom of the deck for the energy. And then we got the Seven of Swords in reverse right underneath, popping itself out. We got Spiritual Badass and one more. Okay, a lot came out. I'm not gonna take this, even though y'all know sometimes I do. Then we got Confirmation in reverse. And I did feel some bad energy. I felt like some hating ass energy was trying to come through here. It was like, hi bitch. So I feel like you could have a lot of voices, like whether it's from yourself or other people, a lot of energy trying to tell you, oh, that's not true, that's not this, that's not that. They're hating. You have to be confident that you already know what you know. You got to step in your spiritual badass energy. Like I said, we got this Five of Swords in reverse, so it's a lot of hating ass energies. I see you're not listening to that. I see you're not engaging in that. There are people trying to steal your flow. I see you're not minding that. Because you could give people the recipe all day, they still ain't gonna make it how you make it. Then, like I said, we got the Wheel of Fortune, so it's definitely turning in your favor. I see you moving away from all this too. I want to do some more. Yeah, this is, let's talk about this. Something that's drawing me right now on the Wheel of Fortune card is this Devil right here. And like I said, on the bottom of the deck, we got the Devil in reverse. I feel like a lot of us, we could have been addicted to this limitation. We could have been addicted to this limitation. We could have been addicted to this noise, to this fear, to this doubt, because it was more comforting. Have you ever seen The Simpsons? So there's an episode on The Simpsons where Bart, it's like Bart is smart, and he's like, when he actually goes to put effort in, he actually winds up doing good. But he said, you know, I would rather not put effort in, because it sucks when you put effort in and then you don't win, or you don't get it, or you don't do good. And then it's like, dang, confirmation, right? I really am an idiot. I really am dumb. I'm really not good. It's giving me that energy. Like, some people some of us and some people watching, y'all might like this noise. Y'all might like people saying, oh, that's not this, that's not that. So you can always say, you can always lean back on that. Like, well, everybody told me it wasn't no good, so, you know, I decided not to do it. And I bet you I would have did it if I did it. So you can always have that illusion in your mind of, you know, well, I bet if I tried, I would have did it. But I didn't try, so it's okay. It's more comforting sometimes to sit in that energy, but no. You got to escape that. And I see people are escaping that. I see people like right here on the top, right? That's why this card came upright. Right here on the top, we have this, it's making me think of the Chariot. And he has his sword, and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to move with my beliefs. we're moving with our beliefs. We're saying, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to try. What's the worst that could happen? Acid in reverse. You're not listening to toxic thought processes, toxic mindsets, toxic beliefs anymore. You're like, I'm just going to go for it. This is just cards like it's saying you're prettier than you think, walk a mile in my shoes, onomatopoeia in reverse. I feel like I'm losing control in reverse. I love looking at your ethereal beauty, balanced harmony, upright, and spiritual badass coming again upright. That might be significant to somebody, but I'm not going to take it. I just wanted to let y'all know what it said because I looked at it. Then we got desperate energy in reverse, hustle in reverse, and chivalry is in dead upright. Believe in love. Some people need to believe in love. Some people need to believe in love. Some people need to believe that they don't have to be out here working hard to allow their dreams to come to life. Literally. I know what they tell you. Now you got to put that effort in. You got to hustle. You got to grind. Y'all know that that's very American. Don't y'all know that? But we're stuck in these confines and believe that this is the way to success. It's not even like that around the whole world. But when we're constantly in this work hard, grind, if you're not devoting 100% into your life to your goals and your dreams like a slave, then you're not doing it right. What happened to balance? What happened to being a human being? What happened to having fulfillment? Yes, I'm dedicating a lot of my time to my dreams and my goals because that's important to me. You know what else is important to me? Having fun, living in the moment, enjoying life. I want to create something for the future just the same way that I want to create something today. Get out of this desperate energy. Get out of this energy where you feel like, oh, I got to do this. I have to do that. I'm stuck in this. You're begging for something. You need something. You have to do it this way. No, expand your minds. Anything else, Spirit? We're going to take this from the tarot. Anything else that you want us to know, Spirit, before we go ahead and get out of here? Chariot coming out, but it's... Let's see. We just had... So, the Chariot came out. But it kind of came out to the side. But I'm kind of feeling like it's supposed to be upright. Then we have the King of Wands in reverse. And then I also just seen the King of Coins in reverse. And I'm feeling like some people, like you're really trying to, I don't know where it is, but I'm feeling like some people are really trying to create wealth. Some people are really, really trying to create wealth. Spirit is saying, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like you hustling hard. Like you really, like every day, you like, man, if I'm not grinding, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, that's probably why this Chariot came out to the side. If you actually want to move and get this Chariot going, you need to release it. And when I say release it, I'm not saying give up on it. I'm not saying like, right, don't think about it anymore. Don't focus on it. I'm saying allow yourself to realize it's mine. You want it, right? You want it, right? So why are you constantly doing things that further make you feel like you're separate from it? You have to fight for it. Anything that wants you is not running away from you. Allow it to come to you. Put it out there. Do what you got to do. Then just sit, ease, release. Okay? So that is everything. I kind of want to keep... Uh-oh. Somebody let it go. Y'all saw how that thing flung out. Somebody said, I'm letting it go. But somebody also feels like if they allow themselves to experience that balance, everything is going to fall apart. Some people feel like I'm going to let it go. I'm gonna just allow it to come to me. I'm gonna release these feelings of too much pain. And then some people feel like if I release these feelings of pain, if I take my foot off of it, ain't nothing gonna happen because I'm the only person who ever put any effort in for me. So who am I waiting to help me? I'm the only person I got. Wait for what? What advice do you have for them, Spirit? Hold up. What advice do you have for them, Spirit? What advice do you have for this person who feel like I'm the only one I got? Wait for what? You're lying to yourself. Somebody here feel like I'm the only person I got. Wait for what? Boy, You know how you know how many times God done blessed you. You know how many times God done blessed you. What you mean you the only person you got? You know how many times God done made a way out of no way. You know how many times God done made something shake. So what are you talking about? You know that's a lie. You letting the devil steal your truth from you. It don't matter. It's not about no man helping you. It's not about no human helping you. You got to understand that God is always going to make a way. And guess what? God always moves through people. Nobody gave you anything. Who gave it to you? God. God worked through all those people. Somebody lying to themselves. Ain't nobody going to do nothing for me. Ain't nobody got nothing. Okay, y'all, I ran out of storage. And I was going to let that be the end of the video. But then this what came out. 10 of Cups. This what they don't want y'all to know. This what that doubt energy don't want you to know. This what that devil energy within yourself don't want you to know. This what you don't want to believe in. You're going to get it in your face. God said you've been alone. Yeah, he been working through people to get you some help. But you ain't never felt like people was choosing to be there for you. God finna have people who choose to be there for you. People who choose to stick around coming in. You ain't going to have no choice but to change your speech. You're going to have to start talking differently when these people come in, because you're going to see, yeah, people do care about me. People do help me. People do want to help me make a way. Anything else, Spirit? Y'all know what I just see. You scared. You're so scared. You're scared. But I seen this and I knew what this was. The 3 of Cups, I seen it fly out on the camera. You got people coming in, the 3 of Cups, to celebrate with you, to help you build this. You're scared. I can't trust nobody to help me build my dream up. They don't even know what I want. You're scared. You're gonna try and deny this. You're in this denial mode of this energy right now. Why? You're so stuck in this mind frame. I don't know what happened, but this is your box that you're in right now. Nah, I can't put my trust in nobody. I can't put my trust in nobody. They ain't gonna do nothing but let me down. They gonna try and steal from me. They don't know what I'm trying to do. They don't know my vision. They don't see my vision. They gonna try and knock me down anyways. People only want to know your information so they could find a way to take it right from under you or dismantle it. I can't tell nobody nothing. I can't let nobody help me. I got to get it on my own, because can't nobody take this away from me. You're scared of having help from people because you feel like if other people help you build this, they're going to be able to take it away from you. These people don't want to take nothing away from you. They want to build it with you because they see your vision and they love your vision. They know who you could be and they're happy for you. They don't want to take nothing from you. They don't want to capitalize off your gifts. What can you tell me about these people, Spirit? The deceptive people are leaving your life. Spirit, another clarifying card. We're going to take all the cards that come out next upright. If you want these cards to come out, Spirit, they're going to be read in the upright. King of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of Pentacles. These people, you don't have to do this alone. If you want to make it to this King of Pentacles, you don't have to keep doing this alone. He's constantly building his pentacles up. He's working out here working here all by himself. These people want to help you get here too. They see how much work you put in, and that's why they want to support your dream so that you could get here, because they see how hard you work for everything that you do. What else can you tell me about these people, Spirit? We're going to take all the cards, whatever you want now. We're coming with the intention that it's supposed to be upright. What else can you tell me about these people, Spirit? Devil and upright. They're just as devoted to your dream as you. They're just as serious about your dream as you. They're obsessed with helping you manifest these things because they feel like it's important. They think you ain't doing enough, actually. They like the devil right here. They trying to put a fire under your ass. Nah, you can level it up like this. You need to do this. You need to do that. They trying to maximize your efforts. That's what I'm getting here, too. They're trying to maximize your efforts. This how you looking right now. Oh yeah, I'm building, I'm doing this. They're trying to have you sitting like this. I done did it. Not I'm doing, I've did it. 10 peeking out. Let me go ahead and shuffle these cards real good. So y'all know. Girl, child. Let me figure out on her. So y'all know. I'm telling you, it's the energy. It's the same energy. It's wanting to come out. There's somebody coming inside of your life. People coming inside of your life that want to help you amplify, multiply everything that you're working on. But you're scared. I can't trust anybody. You need to break through this shield. I think maybe there's something happened in your life prior where you felt like, dang, where you felt like, I'm having a hard time shuffling these, y'all. There's something happened in your life prior where you felt like you can't trust people. They're snakes. Like, you gotta do it on your own. That's the only way you can be successful. You just gotta work hard on your own. Yeah, some type of betrayal. So obviously this turned into a whole nother reading, because this is obviously somebody needed it. So go watch the video that I did where we kind of talked about breaking the wall, okay, and not allowing the monster to be the master of morality, meaning not allowing our fears to dictate our behaviors. It's entitled as well, Liberation on Enemy Terms. We're operating and we're moving and we're freeing ourselves from certain things, but we're still doing it and operating under trauma. What if we did it in a completely new way? Go watch that video. Go watch that video. Either now or after you finish this one, because it'll help give you some insight. And it's just an introductory video, so we're gonna have more coming this week. But yeah, that video might help give you some insight on your own processing, or maybe help you start turning the wheels of like why you're operating in a certain way, and instead of just owning that energy of this is just who I am, because that doesn't have to be just who you are. And sometimes it's important to really ask ourselves, is that who we actually are, or is that who we feel like we have to be because of the people that we've been around? Because those are different. Spirit, what can you tell me about this betrayal? This card keep wanting to come out so bad. So I'm feeling looking at this card now, this looks like one person. And then this looks like you, but over sessions of time. So this person was, you see how he's wearing his green over top? And he has his two swords in his hand. He was operating, he was pretending to be super loving, green, like he's talking from his heart space. He had this big green mask on. He was acting like he was rooted in this. Like, yeah, this is who I am. Look at this red underneath it. I'm just super loving, and I think you really believe this. And he was acting like he was creating from a loving space. He talked so loving. This person talks so lovingly. Everything that they said was like words of wisdom and love. And I think that, and when I say this looks like just one person instead of two, I think that you stopped and you waited and you gave this person a chance. Like, maybe they're gonna change. Maybe they was just mad. Maybe they just did a one-off thing. So you stopped and you waited. You turned away. You didn't turn back to look at them, but you stopped and you waited for them to come back and apologize. And I'm not gonna lie, you see, you in that yellow, you were optimistic, hoping. Like, maybe, look at your shoes, white. You're trying to pick up on the energy, like, you know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he just did it on a one-off chance. Maybe they just did it on a one-off chance. And underneath that optimism, that's really your heart. Look at you in green. That was really your heart. because you love this person and you were trying to be optimistic about them. And I think after you were trying to be optimistic, they came back and they hurt you again. Then they really had you mad. Like, dang, I'm so stupid. Like, I really gave them chance after chance after chance. I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. How did I not see it? I let them hurt me again. Man, I'm not going to love nobody no more. The world is cold. The world was just sticking out for me. The world is cold. I got to protect myself. I can't be vulnerable like this no more. I got to wrap myself in a sheath. And you took yourself off from the world. What else can you tell me about this betrayal, Spirit? It happened fast. It happened fast. I think it just came out of nowhere. Everything was all good until something happened. I think this person started to see your light. This betrayal came out of nowhere. I think that this person just naturally had a certain charisma about them. They're naturally charismatic to everybody that they meet. Everybody that they meet. This is not the type of person who's like mean to some people or whatever. They're charismatic and nice to everybody that they meet. But when they see that you got a little light, they honed in on you. They honed in on you and they wanted to keep that for themselves. They wanted to take what you had. What was it what they had, Spirit? I see strength. I see something about your wisdom, your knowledge, your ideas. This could have been somebody who you were sharing ideas with. Just ideas. Nothing in specific, you know what I'm saying? Just ideas that you had. Like, oh, I just got some ideas on making money. You ain't really think that it was too serious. You was like, I just got this idea. I think this person was like, yeah, I can make that happen. I can make that happen. They saw that light. They came in quick, swooping. I think that they made some changes happen. They really did some stuff for your life. I think they really did some stuff in your life. They really made some changes in your life. They really started showing you that, wow, people can really help me bring my dreams into fruition. They really did some stuff, but what they do, they took credit of it. They was acting like, yeah, I put all this in. I put this work in. I did this and I did that. This person could have manipulated you and said, well, I just told people that I did this because, you know, if it's just you, they probably ain't gonna take it too serious. So I just went ahead and took credit of it because I didn't want them to not take it serious. But trust me, like, I'm gonna let them know after it's all said and done that this was your work. 12:21 was just on the timer. They was lying. They never did it. One, two, one. This person said, yeah, 1, it's just me, but I'm going to tell them 2 that it's us later. 2, you constantly waiting for them. Whole time, it's still 1. They still taking credit for your stuff. They still acting like it's their ideas. Snakes. I saw this, before I saw this, I saw the Wands card where he's like carrying all the burdens. You was putting all the work in. This person had you like a slave. They had you working hard. And they out here taking all the credit. And it's put you in mental confliction. How did you get out of this? How did they get out of this, Spirit? Page of Swords in reverse. Magician and the Ace of Cups. I feel like you could have gave this person some bad ideas. You a fool for that one. I feel like you could have gave this person some bad ideas. Like, you was just like telling them like, oh, you should try this, you should do that. Like, this person was literally like dependent on you. They really believed you. Like, you walked away from this, right? We seen at the beginning, but I think some of y'all could have just walked away from this, right? And they stabbed you in the back, right? But maybe they stabbed you in the back, and then once they stabbed you in the back, you realize, okay, they don't love me or whatever. They ain't looking out for me. So then you started giving this person bad ideas. You was like, yeah, I mean, you should do this. If you in the stocks, if you into stocks and like you really know stocks or something like that, and you really know how to peep the market, I feel like some of y'all was like telling this person, yeah, you should invest into this, you should do this or whatever, and things that you knew was gonna be bad, and you put this person in a situation where they felt like, you don't know nothing, I'm tired of you, I'm gonna dump you. They had to believe, like you got them to the point where they had to believe like you lost it, like you don't know what you was doing. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry you had to go through that. 1444 on the timer. 444 could be significant. You could be a part of the 144. Dang. This person got to a point where they literally started emotionally telling you stuff like, you ain't nothing, like you lost it. I should have always known. You had to like literally finagle your way out of this. Like you came up with this plan of, I'm gonna trick them, I'm gonna make them lose it. And you built yourself back up after all of this to get your status. Like, now you don't want nobody to come in and help you do nothing. I just do it on my own. What I need somebody to help me for? I know how to do this on my own. Anything else you want us to know, Spirit? Is there anything else you want us to know about this situation, Spirit? Is there any more confirmations that you could give to the viewer watching this, Spirit? Any more? Okay, a lot of stuff came out. We're going to read this as a story as we usually do. This energy. Alright. So, right underneath all of this is the moon card. So, through this story that I'm about to tell you, it's something that I'm not seeing as I'm telling you the story. And it's something that you're not seeing as I'm telling you the story. What is it that we're not seeing? There is no deception. What we're not seeing about this story is there is no deception. I asked for confirmation. We're going to get confirmation. You're still not going to believe that this is true. What you're not seeing is that there is no deception. What I'm not seeing is that there is no deception. I may not even believe this as I'm going through this. So, oops. This is our cards. This is our story that we're going to be reading right now. I'm going to just look through them first. Wow. So immediately what I'm noticing is oh, hold on, this is not right. But oh my god, I'm confused. I don't know which way is up. Oh, so this that deception energy kicking in already. I don't know. I'm gonna just tell you how I'm feeling right now. I don't know which way is up. I know that when I pulled this, yeah, when I pulled this, this few cards, these last cards were this way, but now they this way. And I know this card was upright, but I don't know if these cards were in reverse or if they was upright. They have to be in reverse, right? But it just don't look right. Something about it just doesn't look right. So something about this process, like, I believe you don't know what was the past and what was the future. And it's that same energy like I'm talking about. Like, I think you could believe that you blew your future in the past. But the past was the past for a reason. Not to make you feel like the future, like that energy is unavoidable in the future, but to allow you to be able to identify that energy in the future. Not to be, but it can allow you to identify that energy in the future. I said Tubi, and it made me think of Tubi, like the movies. And then it made me think of, this is not a movie. This is not a movie. It's not on constant repeat. It's not like when this when this cycle end, like maybe your life done felt like a movie over and over again. Like it's always the same thing, it's always the same outcome. This gonna happen, this gonna happen, then this gonna happen. This is not a movie. It's not the same thing over and over again. When you turn this off and turn it back on, it's not gonna be the same thing again. This is not a movie, this is real life. You've like broken a timeline, and I don't think that you realize it. Yeah, you're definitely still trapped inside of this. But one thing I noticed about this energy, when I see this card, I always feel like she's in a museum or something. You see how this looks like like it looks like the ocean is behind her and the moon, but then you come to the foreground and that look like a picture, don't it? Look at that base right there. It looked like that's the end of a poster. She's sitting here acting like she going through it. Like she experiencing all types of emotional turmoil, but she in a museum or something. And when I say museum, that's funny because it makes me think of a display, like artifacts, like that same movie energy. Like this is something of the past. Like if you had a museum of your life, you're literally still in the museum. Like you're not living your life anymore. You're still in the museum. And you're this statue, the display figure, because you're stuck in this heartbreak, but it doesn't even exist. It's not even real. Or it was, but it's not here anymore. That same energy that we've been talking about this whole time. You got to be able to break that mold. You don't see this. You definitely don't. You're too busy looking at what has happened before and you don't see this new cup that's coming in. That you're literally living a new life, an opportunity to engage in new emotions, an opportunity to explore new things. And I'm being drawn to this magician card, an opportunity to manifest something new. You have new energy around you. This Ace of Cups that was in reverse, it done popped up upright. God is giving you new energy, new emotions to be able to engage with, new people, okay, new behavior patterns to be able to engage with, and you're not seeing it because you're so busy. It's like you like, yeah, I'm gonna keep learning from my mistakes, I'm gonna keep learning from my past. And Spirit is like, okay, like how long is you gonna be learning from your past? Like give it up. Like when you gonna learn from the future? When you gonna learn and engage in new energy? How about that? But you're not looking at it. You're not allowing yourself to make this choice to bring loving energy in, whether this is with a partner or whether it's multiple people. Love in general. Somebody may have never felt like they may have never experienced love in their whole life. Their parents feel like they didn't get it from their parents. Maybe you was adopted. You felt like your adoptive parents didn't love you. Lovers, people that you dated, they didn't love you. Either they just wanted what you had, or they just took from you. They act like you loving and caring about them was nothing. That's changed for you. It has changed for you. The Wheel of Fortune is back out in your personal story. And you still acting like the sun ain't out. You in the house. Sun outside shining. Where you at? You in the house. World done changed upside down just for you. Where you at? You in the house. You don't know that it's shining outside. You ain't outside walking like this baby. Like this baby. Like you supposed to be embracing a new world. You ain't feeling that. You in the house sad. All the blinds is down. Ain't creating a thing. Ain't existing in nothing new at all. This the same energy. The sunflowers. Creativity. Looking up to the sun. I think you overindulging in your shadow. You see this cat right here? It's making its presence very known to me. You overindulging in your shadow, just like from this energy. You overindulging in looking at the past. But you're not embracing the possibility of something new. The past is not to be forgotten. And that's what you feel like. That's what you feel like. If you walking in this energy where you feel like, okay, I'm going to start looking up and experiencing better. I'm going to start allowing myself to experience better. Then that means that you got to just forget about all the past and just act like it never happened. That's not what you do. Because that's not what this queen is doing. She got her shadow. She got her cat right here. She remembered the past very well. And that's exactly why she's able to walk into the future. Because she knows everything anytime the past try and come up to her, she gonna, I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't want that. That ain't what I'm looking for. She's not going into it delusionally, pretending like, oh, the world is completely different now. No, the world is completely different now because she knows how to make better choices now. She knows how to move differently now. She knows what she wants and she's looking for it. You can't be scared. You can't be scared. You can't be scared. I think God is assisting you at this time. Like, you're in your season, right? This deception, like it was the bottom of the energy, this deception energy is not around. That's what you don't see. That's what you're scared of. Okay, but what if I do try that and I experience some new deception? It's not around. This is not your season of deception right now. This is your season of walking through that test. Have you learned what you needed to know? Yes, embracing that, but are you willing to accept what you don't? What you've always wanted. This is your season of just being safe and allowing yourself to open up and explore, but also being able to use discernment. Explore. Get out there. You gotta go. Leave the past behind. Don't forget it, but don't take it with you. That's it. That's the message. I hope y'all have a lovely day, and I hope you learn to allow yourself to really just be. The people who hurt you do not get to be the reigning voice of your world. The people who betrayed you do not get to tell you what the world is supposed to be like. My family used to try and do that all the time. The world is like this. I promise you, when you get out there, you're going to see this and you're going to see that. Guess what I experienced? Some amazingness. And guess what I also experienced? Some badness. Because guess what? It was the things that I was gravitated to within my own family. I went towards that same behavior that they had in other people, and I realized I got to see my options to choose. Okay? The world does have more to offer than what I'm familiar with, but in this land of I want to say fervent, I don't even know what that means. In this land of opportunity, am I gonna still choose what I'm familiar with? Or am I gonna, now that I've been able to see that there are so many opportunities, be able to identify that this was not what that is? We didn't deserve to live the life that we were born into, but we were born into it. Once we played the hand that we dealt, it's time to accept that we got some new cards now. Now what are you gonna play? Are you gonna pretend you got the same cards? It still moved the same way? Are you still gonna try and pick up that hand again and reuse it? What are you gonna do? In a world of so many opportunities, guess what? The things that you had is not that. And that's okay. You always knew that. Now you're actually validated in that. Don't keep picking up the same hand. Don't try and assimilate and say, oh, well, that's probably still the only thing in the deck. No. Allow yourself to really embrace that energy. This world is so full. It really is. And if you want to just have a lot of people like to say, a pessimistic mind is what's the word, like reasonable, realistic, but that's not true. A realistic mind balances both of those ideas. Like, yes, some bad things could happen, but also, yes, some good things could happen. If you want to be a realistic person, you got to be able to accept that anything could happen, good or bad. So why are you constantly saying only the bad stuff could happen? Just like, that's just as foolish as saying only the good stuff could happen. You got to be prepared for both of those things. Like I said, allow yourself to move on. Don't forget it. Just allow yourself to move on from it. Just leave it in the past. Okay? So I love y'all, and if you could take anything from this message, I appreciate that. Or if I could help you with this message in any type of way, I'm glad that I could. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for supporting me, and I pray that this gets better for you, because there's so much more. You deserve so much more, and I'm sorry that people hurt you and made you feel like you couldn't trust people. A lot of people in this world is messed up, but guess what? A lot of people in this world are so awesome. Don't forget it. I love you. Have a good day.